Guess I'll just sit here and not talk all day then. Threaten me like that. Good morning. Open the meeting up. And Mike, you have got the floor.
Guys are still patching. Hopefully we get done next week. I'd like to start in June. Chip and sealing. Our new truck should be here hopefully next week. Which we'll have to pay them because it's a pay at once deal. Go when the show gets back.
Send me an invoice and I'll pay it.
There's a lot of copies to sign. Just numerous stuff on there.
I'll make a motion for when the truck arrives that we can cut a check to Stoops for $151,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
They say they'll take and put the debt on this time.
We're hoping.
The new truck looks pretty good with that's out there on the patcher.
Yeah. Very happy with it. Working out good. Sometime we'll wait till later, but I want to get a file for it. Truck Zero went yesterday, guy picked it up. And then when this one comes, we'll have, it's the old one we turned into a semi, took the bed off of. We're gonna get rid of it. One of the oldest trucks there. And we'll just put another dump truck on it, on the trailer that we pull, roller, backhoe, whatever. Probably won't bring a lot, but.
Do you have any trouble loading the lift?
No. No. We didn't put it on the drop deck. We was afraid it wouldn't make it. Our drop deck has these great big hook things in the front, so it's not smooth at all. We was afraid it wouldn't go up over it. So we just used a black pole behind. It's like a gooseneck trailer, but no, went right up. I don't know when they're gonna be done.
Yeah, whatever.
Looks like it's ready to sheet.
It'll be done before the 7th.
Then we got some bridges that they want us to do. It's like a thin deck overlay, kind of like the state's doing on there. I don't know if you've seen any of that new stuff they've done. Almost looks like a chip and seal across the top of the bridge, but it's not. They call it something else, some kind of polymer stuff. But we have 3 bridges they want to get done. Thin deck overlays. There's actually a couple with the concrete overlays, but we're going to try one out.
This is just to put a layer on top of it?
Mm-hmm. Preserve the life of the deck.
What's the difference between that and, if you guys just chip and seal every...
You don't want to put our stuff over the top. They've gotten in trouble in the past because then they're adding weight to that bridge. Ours is going to be a lot thicker. They're just really thin. It could change the weight on the bridge, what you can carry across it, because you've added weight to the top of the deck. They don't like paving over the top, chip and seal over the top. We've actually scraped a couple decks off that they've in the past put stuff on. And luckily we went in there with a backhoe and was able to scrape it off. There's some you can't.
It ain't cheap.
No.
New bridge isn't either. A new bridge isn't cheap
Oh,
either.
no, I mean, if that preserves it for another 10 years and helps the deck last that much longer, that's a plus. The bridge I wanna do is on 600 East, down there at 750 South. That bridge was built in 1961, it still looks nice. It's showing,
Is that right before Tabor's Road? Is that right there?
it's right there where you turn left to go to Nick's.
Yeah.
South. So as soon as you cross the bridge, that drive goes back into his cattle.
Yeah.
You can see where the rebar is on the top part of it. So that's probably why they wanna cover it, get that covered up so there's no metal showing. Rough spots.
You gonna need another pen, Phil?
Yeah,
There's a lot of paper.
I didn't sign this much paperwork when I did my house.
So is that sealed up or salt can't get to anything?
Yep, works really good.
And that was for 3 bridges, you said?
No, that's for one bridge. We're gonna try one bridge. They have 3 they want us to do.
Oh, gotcha.
So I wanna try one this year, see what it's like. One of the other bridges they want us to do is over here on 11 West at 3 North, but that's a sharing bridge, which I'm guessing Illinois is not gonna help. So we'll wait. This 600 is the highest traveled bridge there is. They got a count on it as far as traffic. So we figured we'd do that one first, try it out. The other bridge is at 5 South, 750 East. I'll send you a copy of this. For having a show. And then there's a couple concrete overlays that they wanna get, which will be more intense work. That'll be more money. So I'll have to grind off the top.
And is it an option for those? It's,
Yeah, the thin deck overlays don't need concrete overlays on them. The only reason they need concrete overlays on them is it's starting to bust, peel, crack.
but you can't do this and fix that.
No, it's too much work. You can go in there and patch stuff, but it's too far chipped up and broken that they want to do a concrete overlay on them. And there was 2 of those.
So it said warranty to non-warranty. How long's the warranty on that, did it say?
I don't know. They gave a bid of square yards, the other people did. They were out of Michigan, but that was the only 2 people that we could find that actually do it. But if we can preserve it for another 10 years, that would help out tremendously.
Yeah, that's a lot cheaper than 3 million or whatever, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So. It'd be nice to know how much time it does buy you, though.
When I'm talking to him, he said it'll give you another 10 years of life on the deck.
So do you have to do anything underneath it?
No,
And that's all like just what, rust proofed or something, or there isn't any, or is it all concrete underneath there?
all concrete. That's actually a beam bridge, I believe. One of the ones that they did want concrete overlay on is more or less kind of like a box structure. If anything's 20 feet, they consider it a bridge. So that one, we haven't looked into it yet because it needs a concrete overlay. That might need more work. This one, they're gonna repair the joints, and we're going to do the approaches too as well, because we want it to stay smooth all the way across it. There's inside. So that was with, approaches and fixing the joints. They do struggle for the state. These people do.
So bridges are non-warranty, but the bridge tech is warranty. They won't warrant the purchase because of the, probably because of the way it hits it going on the surface.
When you look at the bridge, it looks like they burned the top, so it's got a rough, it's gonna really adhere to all the approaches are smooth.
I've been out on the ones on the state when the state, or they've had them come in and do the ones on the state. I guess my question would be asking what's the length of the warranty? I think that's what you want to know too. is
Yeah, I
what's
mean,
what's the length of the warranty?
Yeah, we can ask.
If it buys us 10 years, but you gotta do it every year.
So the $2,500 mobilization fee,
That's figured in.
but then that's for like one, why would there ever be a second one? 'Cause I mean, like if they have to come back or something.
Or unless we add bridges to it. then
Yeah, I mean, if we added stuff, I
Then
get
they
that.
would get you for that for moving from one bridge to the next, would be my guess.
We told them we had 3 to do, but we're only doing 1 this year. We wanted to try it. But I can reach back out to them and say, hey, what's the warranty on this?
That's what I'd like to know. I mean, it obviously works. Does the job, you see quite a bit of it going on around us. Well, it's whatever you guys decide.
It doesn't sound like we've got any other choices. That's the cheapest, and let's try it and see if the warranty's decent.
Mm-hmm. I'll reach back out to them.
They want a decision today, or can you find out?
No, we can find out.
When would they do it? Is it this year's deal or?
Mm-hmm.
The state's in June that they would do
We wanted.
it. I guess if nothing else, we could go ahead and agree to it as long as they come back.
As long as you're happy with the warranty,
Mm-hmm.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Alright,
They were gonna be in the area, and we told them we didn't want them doing it.
$45,896.80.
so when's the state gonna start working on that other bridge? That's around on down, around the corner, right, on Tabor's?
Yeah, that's 900.
Oh, that won't be till
That's
28.
28, yeah.
Yeah.
They were still doing some design changes last time we talked to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to get everything, I mean, can't remember what they call it, it's like the easement to the ground beside it, so you gotta work with Warren County on that other side. And then reach out to everybody to make sure they're okay with entrances and.
Enneking, pressure cleaning, ENNEKING.
I'll reach out to them and let you guys know.
Okay.
Other than that,
Alright. Quentin and Sam, you wanna grab a chair and come on up, please?
Sorry we didn't draw a bigger crowd for you like last time.
Quiet today. It's more people than I'm here on Tuesday.
Yeah. You and Jacob should have Tuesday.
Oh, you were here too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Luckily Jacob came and told me that, so I was just sitting here all alone.
Tuesday?
I probably didn't pay attention, I didn't.
I think I emailed you. Wait, hi, how are you? Good, how are you? They're all different.
Yeah.
Friday. How long is it?
Yeah.
Sam's going first. We have before us the application for petition for Benton County Advisory Plan Commission Board of Zoning Appeals, which they unanimously passed. These documents have been presented to us so that we have knowledge of the proposed site plans and, that they have been approved. I'll make a motion to accept.
That motion for all three?
Yes, all three.
So we'll sign all these?
Yeah,
All three copies?
yeah.
For all three, for all three facilities, right? Yes.
Sign that one.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. We'll move on for our road use agreement with Mr. Overbeck for the, swine operation.
Do I need to stay?
I don't think so, unless you want to.
When you're done, come down.
You bet.
I believe everybody's pretty much in agreement with, unless you have any changes, but I think our best route, I guess before this, did you ever get a confirmation, because I know you said one truck would not
It's gonna be, a
suffice.
truck carries a load to and then leaves.
Okay,
So it'll be in and out, so I don't know if it makes any sense to continue to go up 1,000 to get to the north side. Right, I think we wanna hit one, leave back 1,000, hit another, leave back 1,000, and then that third site probably come in from 700, go up and come back.
that one Mike's got questions on
Okay.
doing that. What's hindering us from going up 1,000 to the one on 800? I guess in your aspect, or what you're looking at doing, is anything?
Just that there's more gravel road. I didn't know if either, doesn't bother me either way. I just thought from, you're using the road more than what you would if.
How many times a week does each facility get a load? Are you every 3 days, every 2 days?
Depending on the size of the pigs, they said at first it's gonna be once every 2 weeks when the pigs are little. And
Okay,
then as the pigs grow, there'll be one 6 days a week.
you get a truck 6 days a week
Every day.
for the
And
facility?
then obviously however many they can fit on a truck to load them out or load them in.
Okay. Well, you're gonna wanna stay on what you've got concrete stabilized. So what do you wanna do up at 800?
On the map so I can see what we're looking at.
We don't wanna go up 11, do we?
No, I don't even wanna be on 11 if we don't have to be, honestly, at this point. Unless we have to be, I mean, you tell, you know the road, you know how they're built.
I'm just thinking 7, if we came in that way for that one. What if we turned at 12 right there? Then you'd only be going, you'd be almost a mile there. On 8.
To come back in from the east, going to the facility.
Either way, you're a mile either way, so if you come off 1,000, gotta go a mile come back, it's a mile.
Is 1100 not stabilized? Or it's just the corner that's the problem?
That corner could be a problem, cause there's a deep ditch there, and you can't really do a whole lot to make that any wider.
I looked at that yesterday and
You might,
somebody paying attention wouldn't have a problem.
yeah,
Somebody not paying attention,
and then
call Marty's.
Yeah.
there is chip and seal going up that road to that first house.
Yep.
And
Not gonna hold up.
I don't think it would hold.
Okay.
It's just been done one time. That's what would scare me on that road.
Do you want me to talk to Jasper County about coming off of 24, or would coming from the north?
And then what?
Circle around past Farm Builders, stake your way. You'd be a mile of Benton County Road coming from the north.
And like then come down 11 off of their 9? Is that what you're saying?
You'd be a quarter or an eighth of a mile on 800, but you'd come down 1100 from Farm Builders,
Mm-hmm.
jack around, come down 1100. And
I don't have a problem with that, if they would agree.
I know that the Farm Builders road they consider that exempt because,
It's heavily traveled with
Yeah.
the trucks going back and forth up to 24.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with
So
that.
where's the one you're going to from there?
It's right on 800 north.
Just past,
Okay, right.
just past 11,
Yeah.
beside that house, more or less, right?
you pass
Yeah, that's only
3 houses going that direction.
makes more sense. Well, if Jasper doesn't have a
That's the
problem.
one you own, correct? The house?
Yeah, we own a house there.
Okay, yeah, I can see it now.
But that's the only one we're talking about coming in.
The other ones
are
would come in and out off of 400 onto 1,000 to service both them, then go back out that way.
Yeah.
I'd be totally fine out with that if Jasper County's okay with it.
I can ask them.
Find out, if not, then we'll go a different
You
direction.
would pass them 3 houses right there.
I don't know that they require, well, they do with the dairy have a road use agreement, because
They
I was
do,
talking to Hank.
Yeah.
I suggested a road use agreement on our site there. I'll talk to the commissioners and find out what their opinion is.
And if they don't agree to it, that's fine, but if they do, then we can go that direction.
Okay.
If they don't, I mean, we're more than willing to work with them, whatever, if they'll work with us.
Do you need like a contingency or temporary, like if we don't do it that way, we do it this way? So you
Yeah, I
can
mean,
move
we
stuff
still
forward?
need to have that in place, so we still need to figure out what we're gonna do on our side if they don't want us. I don't know, that one's the other two are easy.
Mm-hmm.
That one's the only one that,
There's one house on 12.
what are we affecting if we do go on up 1,000 to 800? And then go back in? Cause we're stabilized all the way up,
Yeah.
so we're still dealing with a mile either way we look at it.
Either way.
And coming from that direction, you and I have talked, I don't think you're not gonna bother the people in that house anymore.
Yeah.
So it's one house that nobody,
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we're keeping the majority on the traffic on the least populated road.
that's probably the right way to.
I just think that's better for all involved. At the end of the day, I don't think we're gonna hurt anybody else per se for what traffic we're looking at, and that would keep everything
On 1,000.
confined on 1,000.
Do you want exit traffic to
I'd rather come back the same way.
come back the same way?
That way, then, because Mike's already having an issue with one group at another facility that we've gotta get straightened out, that we have an RUA with them, and whether they've got new drivers or whatever, they're having a hard time understanding the route that they're supposed to be on, so if it's made simple like that, in and out, then, I mean, it's not typically I wouldn't think with the way your facilities are gonna be set up, that you're gonna be having that many trucks pass each other, coming in and out.
I wouldn't think that.
You're typically, you're gonna have, depending on their schedule, they're gonna come in, unload, and they'll be gone, and the next one.
Yeah.
So on and so forth,
Yeah.
so. And it's not like you're loading your pigs out all at the same time either, right?
Right.
I mean, they're coming
They
in
sort them and then.
the stages, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be best for all involved, as long as everybody agrees.
Keeps the number of people you have to have an argument with down, so.
Yeah.
Regarding construction traffic, do you want a road use agreement on construction
It needs to
traffic?
stay the same as far as that goes, as far as 400 and 1,000.
With the traffic coming likely from farm builders and IMI. Do you wanna send them back into White County and around?
Farm builders probably isn't a big deal, but the IMI trucks.
Yeah, your concrete trucks is where we're gonna.
They believe that my update yesterday was we may see our first item permit back in June. So construction will be done long before winter months. If
They
that
just-
goes there.
Those trucks are so damn heavy.
Okay,
We had an issue last year where they were running on a couple of roads that we didn't know about, and I got a phone call on them, went out there, and it didn't take long, cause they were running, they
And it
running
was hot as
40,
hell, they
50,
just
40 or
ripping
50
it
trucks
Mm-hmm.
continuously,
okay,
and, it started blowing the roads apart
alright.
fast.
So come back around and,
If they can.
okay,
I mean,
Either that or if they get to a gravel road, and come in on the gravel, it's not gonna be a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
We can always grade those, but
800 is blacktop, right? North, or is it stone?
No.
No, it is stone once you get across to there. Okay, so
They
that,
come out of Remington,
that won't
off
be,
9,
yeah,
you cut straight across.
yeah, that'd
That
be,
one.
yeah. Well, if they come down and cut across there, then they'll be right there to 1,000, that'll hit
Mhm.
all the facilities, will be fine,
Yeah,
yeah. Which I'm not going to assume, I'm going to guess that they're gonna come out of Remington with the concrete, won't they? Okay.
you'd rather they come from the east down, or from the west down 800 rather than go down the county line and come up from the north on gravel?
They could come straight south on 9 right out of Remington, if they allow them to come through Remington,
I mean, that's,
cause that's concrete
They-
stabilized.
they limited that a little bit when it came to the windmills, just because of the volume, but,
Well, yeah, then that's where we run into the problem, that's when we have trucks coming through here, coming out of the Forsman site that we're going up there. But if they'll allow you to come through town, I'm fine with them coming down 900 and then shooting back to the east
okay.
to get there.
And coming down,
And then just want them to go straight across 800 to that one, and then they can hit, but once they go across 800, they can hit 1,000 to go to his south facilities, and then go straight across to your north one on 800.
1,000, okay.
Does that
Yeah, I was
does
just
that make
thinking about the
sense?
concern with the chip and seal for that half mile.
Is the chip and seal this side between 900 and 1,000
Yeah,
on 800?
oh, not on 800, no.
No, I'm talking just 800's gravel, just stay on it.
Okay. There is a small patch there in front of, Candace Shepherd's, but if that gets torn up, we'll fix it. I
there
think.
is a small patch here.
Okay. But other than that, we'll be all right, or
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And for Candace's sake, if I need to go put calcium chloride out there
For the dust.
for the dust, I will.
Okay. Okay. Good?
sounds pretty simple.
Yeah. I think that'd be the lowest impact. That's what we're here, we're just trying to, the lowest impact on
Yep.
everybody involved, and, but still feasible so that it's an easy route for your guys.
Sounds good.
It'll be like herding cats, so you'll have to coordinate, with the truck drivers. 'cause-
I imagine this is gonna take the most of my rest of my summer.
Yeah,
That's a daily conversation.
there'll be a lot of concrete.
You know what? Here's the other thing. When they're running concrete, We don't want them trucks meeting on the road with each other, so we need to have an exit and an entrance.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them off the edges of those roads. Like if it goes to raining or something, things get soft, we don't wanna lose one of them trucks,
Mm-hmm.
blow the road
They can
completely.
go out.
Going out empty, they can probably go however they want.
Right to the south or whatever, that way they're not
Yeah.
feeding each other.
Empty, no restrictions.
Yeah, just make sure they do that, please, cause that way we can keep loaded trucks in the center of the road.
Yep.
I've seen it happen before, and I don't want anybody having an accident because they're trying to meet each other and get off the edge, and then you got a truck rolled over in the ditch. And once you talk to Jasper County, if they decide they don't wanna do that, if you do end
On
up
the
talking to
concrete
them.
trucks, not on the traditional traffic.
Well, as far as what we were talking about, bringing your
Daily traffic.
daily
The
traffic,
daily traffic
Yeah.
coming from the north.
yeah.
Okay,
And once you let us know, then we'll go back and have to do that other route, and then we'll get it written up,
okay.
so that, but we'll wait till then to write that up once you get an answer for your daily stuff.
You got it.
Out there on, where Charlene lives, we talked to, can we put a sign east of her about hidden driveway or however in the hell it says on there? We told her that we would get her something for that.
Which house was that?
She's just west of 1,000 on 400.
Okay.
It's just kinda right up there on a hill, but
It is, it's,
Right.
and with the amount of traffic that cuts through anyway, going back and forth from White County,
Right.
from Benton County, even from
yeah, they're
Illinois,
flying.
they scoot right through there.
We'll look. If we have to order something, we'll get something coming.
Perfect.
We even thought when having John send a deputy out there some mornings or whatever, just to, but the thing of it is, we can do that for 2 or 3 days, and then when they figure out it's not there, we need to do the same thing on our other 300. They'll go right back to doing it again where they're running 70 and 80 mile an hour down through a county road. So,
I don't know, would we, want anything on the west side, just telling them truck traffic or in front of us or entrance or something? Cause they wouldn't be able to see going that way if there was a semi,
yeah,
running
that's
7.
fine too.
Mhm.
Let's do one about the hidden drive and then one for,
Truck entrance or
yeah,
something, however the heck they do it, we say it.
then that's already pre-established.
Yep.
Cause everything that's going to be involved with what he's doing will be turning before her place. I mean, it's not like any of them will be going by it, they'll be turning going north beforehand, so. Okay. Good?
Sounds good. Thank you guys.
You have any other questions?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Next step is, building permit with Matt.
Yep.
And that's all you guys need?
That and the drainage side of it,
Okay.
which you guys have already, you and I know he's been out and looked at the
Mhm.
sites, but.
Yep.
Yeah, just continue to follow up with him, please, so that everything's documented in place the way it needs to be.
You bet.
That way we've got everything on record, you know.
I think all of our prints and stuff are finalized, so we had to submit to IDEM, and you can't change them without notifying them. so.
Right, okay. All right,
Thanks.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hope I don't see you for a while.
Thank you.
I guess that means we're not getting invited to the summer bash.
If there's time for a summer bash, you can be there.
At this point right now, I don't think that's gonna be happening,
Out of state.
yeah.
How you doing?
Mike, how are you?
Is there a place that sells appliances in Benton County, like in volume? Or is there,
Not anymore,
I gotta get a washer and dryer for each of these sites, and I thought, well, I was gonna go to Fosley and Duluth, but if you guys had a suggestion, I'd.
we lost, I mean, everyone we had, we even lost our guy in Kentland, he sold out.
There's not one in Kent.
Yeah, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
What I was gonna ask, John, is the Soil and Water do any tree sales or anything for fundraisers?
Not really.
Okay.
No, I mean, they,
So I would say if you are interested in doing anything kind of special, because we've like approached the windmill companies and dairies and stuff, but like our senior citizen center, they're always in dire need of keeping the doors open.
Okay.
So they would very much welcome it.
Okay.
Doesn't the FFA do a tree and shrub sale?
They did, but
My mom
I mean,
says
that
the
was
shrimp-
a long time ago.
The shrimp farm has been selling trees and plants out there too, like big trees.
Okay.
And I'll check with our FFA, leader and
See if that's something they do.
see if they still have that.
I'm gonna need a lot of trees to cover.
Yeah, to see if they,
They used to sell them
They
at
did.
the auction, but they
Yeah.
don't do the auction anymore.
I'll reach out and find out and get with you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you, Mike.
Sheriff?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
Hope you got a copy of that. I sent Beth.
She's on her game,
I got-
just
I
like
You had it.
always.
You are always on the game. Awesome. Perfect. Well, it's all pretty easy, pretty good. So painting inside the jail is nearing completion. When it's done, I'm gonna invite you guys down and have a look at it. It looks like a new place in there. It hadn't been painted, hadn't been painted since the door opened in 29 years ago, whatever, so it looks good. And our inmates have done all the painting, including in their own pods, so they now have some sense of ownership and helping to keep their space clean, so that's been good. Really, the only problem I've been having with is ICU mechanical. They're now saying we need to replace the entire kitchen exhaust fan, after we have already spent nearly $3,000 to do what they said we needed to do to fix it. So if you remember, it was rattling through the roof.
Why is that? Why are they saying now we need to?
We're gonna go find out, because I've told them you're not doing any more work on anything until I sit down with your manager. I'm not super happy with that. Every time they send a tech out, it's a different tech. And I found out that one of them dropped one of their tools down in there, so I don't know if that damaged something, which is why it now needs to be replaced. So, that might be I've got a timeline from when each one of them was out there. And so I've told the jail commander that ICU is off the table for right now, and they're not to come back for anything to get this straightened out. Because I'm not paying $5,000.
Is it working right now? Is it?
So we've gone back to turning it on when we needed to turn it on when we use it, because it rattles so bad. So I'm not a fan of that.
You can't get to where the rattle is, or
Yeah, no, they're saying that the whole thing is bad, and I'm like, they can't explain it to me. And so I'm like, no, not gonna happen. I don't know what the exact is, but it's almost $3,000, for the bearings.
Is it the bearings, the shaft, the belt?
Yeah, the belt.
it's not like sheet metal rattling.
Right,
It's
yeah,
a-
no,
It's got a
no,
bearing going out.
yeah, so I have a call into their district.
What did they do for the $3,000?
Replace the bearings, shaft, belts. Yeah.
And then it rattled after
Yeah,
that.
and it took them 3 trips to get that done. And so I am 2% impressed with them right now. So anyway, more to come on that, but at some point in time, I put on there that Jacob to write them a letter that says, you've been out here like 5 times now. You charged us this much for this, and now you're telling me we need to replace the whole thing. Sounds to me like you need to take off what we've already paid you to replace the whole thing, so. Anyway, more to come on that. GM paid to replace the motor and paid 80% of the labor on the Silverado, so our part is $1,460.37. That's way better than the $9,000 some odd dollars it was gonna be, so. That was 5 days of grading back and forth, but it was worth it. I have checked engine lights on 2 of the Dodges. I've had them up to Kentland. They've tried to read them, but because Dodge is proprietary, they can't figure out one of them's running really, really lean. Like when you start it, it does that run, and it goes da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So we'll get them over to Watsika at some point, but right now they're both the pool truck, so I'm not too worried about that. Sent some information around on the sheriff's, the leasing thing, since then, I think it's probably, I think I told Phil the other day, I'm supportive of that. It's about 50-50.
I never read through it.
Yeah, so good stuff on there. Where we go? Still making initial applications on some equipment for grants and uniform mobile radios and all that stuff. Hopefully we'll find out again, like I mentioned before, at the end of the month about the Benton Community Foundation, because that money will be spent when it arrives, for equipment and the radio. We have one truck, so Matt did us a real solid by taking a couple of old radios that couldn't hold the secure channel. They found some software somewhere and were able to make it work. So we've got the two mobiles and the two oldest trucks are at least operational with secure, so that's good news. But we'll get those replaced down the road. Jacob Largent is headed on his way to the Indiana State Police, Excise Police. We're posting to fill a vacancy. Grant Wagner is doing great. He's been released to work solo. The jail commander's been interviewing CO candidates to fill that position. We had really good luck with Indeed, first time we've ever used Indeed, so that worked out really, really well. We had several candidates, 5 of them were local, and I believe we've got one zeroed in. We're doing a background on right now. We got that 16,000, super excited about that. There's $0 coming out for me, and everything about that dog was already built into the budget. That was a real coup. You guys knew about that about 90 minutes after I found out that he was gonna donate it, so I'm super pumped about that. That'd be great for the community. Mandatory LATV training for research. I've got that set up for mid-July or mid-June. That's actually what keeps our people certifications, so that is lined up and will be completed for 2026. Fairgrounds. So the new metal on the track concession stands there ready to install. We're gonna start putting it on tomorrow. So the metal will go up tomorrow. The windows are in. Big thanks to Mike and his group for clearing away all that metal, wood, and all that stuff. That was a huge pile out there. They did a nice job. Do we anywhere in the county have a big magnet? Yeah, we have a bunch of nails
Not
and
that I'm aware of.
screws and stuff, so. Okay, we'll find one, but we got a lot of, there's probably 5 pounds of screws and nails laying on the ground out there around that thing, so get it picked up. Thanks to Lyft, man. That made all the difference in the world.
I was worried about that big one. You gotta extend the wheels out to make the go up and down. It just, I don't think it'd been handy.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been. It would have been, so yeah, thank you. That made all the difference in the world because all of that sheet metal was applied with 2.5-inch ribbed flathead nails. We had to take a grinder and grind every head off those nails on that roof. So
Yeah, I pulled some of them.
oh, thank you.
But I was on that roof, they had a skylight or something
We
up there.
covered up last season when we got that metal for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
So
were a bitch to pull.
that was huge. So we worked off that platform. So thank you for that. We worked with the A1. I put a list on the back of your paper for you. We're actually going to create at the fair this year. We're going to create sort of that midway feel. We've got a handful. So we've got some of the rides are daily rides they'll bring in. They'll be there from 5 to 9. So for example, the rock wall will be there on Tuesday. The mechanical bull will be in there on Wednesday to tie in with rodeo. Harley the mechanical hog will be there on Thursday. Hippo chow down Friday, and then the turbulence ride will be on Sunday. We've got a lot going on Saturday, so we didn't bring in. The rest of those will be sitting in a sort of a, we're call it Fun Zone for all the kids. All these things are for ages like 6 to 14, 15. So we're pretty excited about it. Anyone worked with us on it, got us a pretty good price on getting that stuff there. So we'll actually have some stuff there for families, little kids and things like that. So pretty happy about that. And we have the Rotary clubs. We talked to Fowler Rotary, and they're interested in helping us take the money and give the wristbands at the gate to that entrance. So we'll be able to make a little bit of money back towards what we're spending on it. But anyway, pretty pumped about that. That's good. Actually, great news, because we keep getting beaten up for not having a lot for the kids. The naming of the two facilities, I spoke to Phil at Fairground.
That's something we need to pass this morning for, be for the horse and pony that they built last year, naming one of those in memory of one of the family members, and then the other one will be for the sheep barn. I don't want to say the names because it's gonna be a surprise to them, but they're different, like what the John Weber swine barn is and so on, so.
Sure.
I'm gonna make a motion that we allow those two barns to be named in honor of the family.
Second.
Once they make the announcement.
It just clear as the announcing stand for the.
Yes, correct, right, yes, correct. Do that and then the sheep barn. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Final fair schedule is, we are so close, it will be out by June 1st. We were working on that all night, off and on for the last 2 nights. And then, we'd gone out with Sean and walked the buildings to look, to see what we needed to do. Matt Hall is working on a quote to replace the rotted posts on the 4-H food building, to keep it standing for another 50 years. So, he's gonna do what you suggested, just lifts it up, cut it out, notch it, and then pull the old post, suck that hole out, drop the new post in it, notch it, and then plate it. So I'll have that at some
Did
point.
the ground dry up or you fix the tile?
Yep, it did. It looks real good. So Fairground's starting to come back together since we got that. Hopefully that'll take care of that water problem over there, because it was a hot mess over there on that east side. So, yeah, other than that, things are cooking. There's a million things going on next door, and 1,000,001 things going on at Fairground right now. So we got some really good help. Social media's kicking up. You're gonna start seeing things posted on the Fair Board Facebook page. We got another sponsor on board. Farney's last night is sponsoring the bobtail semi-truck show. So they're pouring some money into that, and they're gonna be there for that. So we've been real blessed with a lot of that. Benton Dairies is, I believe, going to bring an ice cream truck, last I heard, from the big company they work with. So they're gonna set up over there. And of course, Wind Turbine Company, Bronze Back is sponsoring the rodeo. We locked them in, so. And so, like you said, there's a lot of good opportunities for these big companies.
Just gotta ask.
Yeah, too, and they've been over backwards, and we have invited them, and we put out an all call at the meeting that was held in Oxford maybe 3 weeks ago. I went to about the businesses, where businesses gathered, and I threw out that if you want to bring a tent over into the vendor area and you want to put some information about your local business, no charge, you're welcome to bring it. So we're hoping to double our occupancy and our visitors from last year, so. And that, I think nothing else popped up last night, other than we got the power back on the east side of the county. That was good. They were able to remove that tree without breaking the line, so. Yeah.
All right,
Good to go.
thank you.
Thank you, guys. Anything else?
All right.
Huh?
They leave me a good mess to clean up.
I think they're coming back to clean the tree up. They brought in some sort of special deal, and they got it in there, and I wouldn't have been the guy, but they clipped a couple of those, and then they lifted that tree backwards off that line and dropped it. So I'm gonna go back out there. I had,
I didn't go back by there, they didn't get out of there till, it was late in the evening.
I had Deputy Wright go over last night, check sure, make the auto cones and everything out of there, so, off the road, so. Yeah, that was interesting. All right, thank you all.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason?
Morning. How are you?
Jason?
You have coupons there?
Got quite the list of things that came up, so we'll kind of go through them. First thing, I went and did the final spec inspection on the ambulance. Everything looks good. We'll transport it in the next week to Middlebury.
That's the town I was looking for.
Middlebury, and then they'll do the remaining couple items there that they specialize in. And so hopefully, I'm not gonna put a date on it, because when we put dates on things, they seem to get messed up, so. Sooner than we expected, I'll just say that is what it looks like. One of the things that, there's two things that I put off on that, because they don't handle them. One is a radio. I'm obviously looking at different options and grant funding down the road to replace a bunch of radios that are all coming due. But for this purpose, since it's a new ambulance, I'd like to purchase a dual head Kenwood radio. I've got the money in my EMS equipment line that I have for that. But it's over $1,000. And so the nice thing is that'll take the one that we don't have to replace later off. So if we get to a deadline where things have to be replaced before we expect it, or you don't get grants. And so that just allows them to use the radio from the back or the front if they need for an emergency. That's kind of the reason why we started going to those. That's a couple $1,000s cheaper than their competitor, Motorful. So, and we have pretty good luck with them, so. Figured I'd ask for permission, something like that.
So kind of you. So kind.
Rule.
I'll make a motion to approve the
Just thought we did shit on our own anymore.
radio.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
The next thing is, it would come out of the same line. I'm kind of waiting on a quote, is a new narc vault. With the DEA regulations, we have to have locked storage, and they're making some of those a little bit more stringent. All but two of our current narc vaults are at their end of life service for the software, and so it'll still work, but Knox won't support them anymore. And so whether it's now or down the road, gradually over the next 6 to 8 months, a year, I need to start replacing those. And so the last quote, which was late last fall, was under $2,500 to purchase a new one that's compliant with the new DEA regulations. And so I'm kind of waiting on them to give me the final. The nice thing about it is they'll drop ship it to where the ambulance is going in Middlebury, and they'll install it for us. And so the reason why we held off adding it was because the DEA was changing things. And so our cold storage is very adequate and lockable, so that's nice. And so we just need to add this onto it as opposed to transferring one. We have one on the ambulance up there that we could transfer, but it's really close to the end of life. And so if this truck is gonna last us 6 to 8 years, however long its life is, probably, well, I'd say it'd be longer than that, but as a primary ambulance, I'd like to go ahead and put a new narc vault in it since it gets used a lot, so. And so that $2,500 should be the high limit on what we would spend, and I should, as of last night when I looked, we should have enough money in the EMS equipment line, and that's what that line was started for many moons ago when we needed to buy new stretchers. They increased it and then we dropped it back down. We didn't need to buy new strikers after we had the purchase, so.
What was it for? I missed it.
A narcotic vault. So I figured I would ask about that also,
Well, you gotta have it.
unfortunately.
I'll make a motion to approve the narcotic vault.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I talked to Phil and Beth, because we have a small nepotism issue. And I don't know if that's an executive session thing, or if we want to talk about it now.
It doesn't, I don't think it matters.
So and Beth has done research on it, our county handbook, in the nepotism section says that a relative obviously can't supervise another relative, which is the safe practice. But the definition of a relative is much wider, I think, than the scope of, that the state sets forth. And I'm guessing they did that.
On our
Like,
policy, it's broader than what the state sets forth.
and it seems to be general, the company that does ours does it for everybody, so they probably did it to be proactive on the side of preventing issues. I've got one situation to where, an employee has become another employee's brother-in-law, and that's listed. And so I kinda asked Jacob, I didn't really get, too much of a response back. And so it's either I have to move him to another shift, or obviously disclose that to you guys, and you guys approve that he stays there. He's a newer hire, he's been here for about 6 months, and so we've not had any issues.
I reached out to State Board of Accounts when he asked me, and they said that, he said he didn't see a problem with it because obviously their scope isn't as broad as our policy, and they said that as long as he isn't signing off on his pay, which he's not, then they didn't see a problem with it.
We'll just leave it as it
Yeah,
is.
if it's not a problem, we'll fix it until it's broke.
I just don't want anybody to see some issue and try to make something that it's not, so it's easier to discuss it ahead of time.
Just tell them not to make issues.
What's that?
Tell
No,
them
that's,
not to
well, you would think that would be the best process, so. Mike wanted me to ask about, so when they bring the check that they got from the sale of the truck, has 3 vehicles on there, so they just need to know where that goes, and so that's just a Beth thing on where the money goes. They sent one check for everything that they sold with the county highway. So it's all one check, so wherever you guys want, just to let Michelle know. Parking lots, I've got Mike that's gonna work on a pothole in our parking lot, but it's been a couple years since we sealed them. We had a company that used to come do it, I think every other year-ish. Ours could use it because of the increased traffic, so I don't know. There's somebody locally that did it, but I don't even know if they're in business now.
We sealed ourselves, like chip and seal it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just more of that topping, the
You gotta
seal.
want that where you drag ships into the,
Cut over top of it and you'll seal them in.
I mean, they just did more of, they would come, blow them off, seal them, and paint the lines, is what they would do I'd have to ask Brian, every 3 years, every 2 or 3 years.
You got your
Yeah.
handicap spots and all that.
Right, and they use that. I don't know,
Better just stay that direction.
I just don't know who that was, it's been
So-
a couple of years.
So if you're just looking for a guy that comes in and does asphalt sealing, I'll send you, it's a Wetly.
That's who used, okay, I didn't know who was telling me.
Jason.
So,
I got
Eric. Eric.
Big difference.
Eric.
Yes.
so they would come and do the ours in the courthouse all in one weekend, and so they would just do them all, so.
Okay, you should have his contact now.
Okay, thank you. Moving down the list, on the 911 side really quick, I talked to Phil since he's the 911 board chair. Our Z-Tron, which is our console that does all the paging and radio operations, is up for its annual renewal. I can print new money, it's Friday, but they probably won't take it. There's 2 options on
You can go with the
renewal.
you can go with the 5-year. The 5-year will save overall $22,000 versus doing it bi-yearly. So that's where the hang up is. Do you take the hit and save $22,000, or do you just pay the 21 every year?
And the only
I told
reason,
him I wanted to, it needed to go between, before all three of us, so we can make a decision on it.
And this is just a licensing fee or something?
it's service and support, so every time they come down, every phone call, every time they come down to do anything, that fee is waived, and it's about $600 to $800 for a trip for them to send 2 technicians to climb anything. If there's an error or break in something.
I mean, how often does that happen?
I would say, roughly 2 to 3 times a month, whether it's by phone or on site. And this covers any changes we make to the program, it covers all the updates, and that's a big part of it. And the only reason why I'm bringing up the 5-year A is I don't know where, like I said, I could print money. I don't know where we would take it out of unless we took it out of cash balance, and I didn't even look at what that was. Was with Senate Bill 1 coming, if we wanna save $22,000 over the next couple of years, if that's worth it, but where would we take it from? And so, like I said, yes, 22,000 is a lot of money, but where do we take it from now to pay it? And so that was the question that.
I'm all for saving the money, but, yeah, that's the bigger question, I guess.
I don't know where we would pull it from.
I can,
I don't know what the cash balance on that side looks like, and
cash
that's
balance on what?
on the 911 side,
The statewide 911?
yeah.
I'd have to look, I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I forgot to look last night. Yeah, I guess just the whole Senate Bill 1 thing, that was my only thoughts on saving that money down the road. If it's that much, that's a hunk of money over a couple of years. This does every agency, so this thing runs every radio for every police, fire, EMS, and county highway. And so that's where, I really wish we had some sort of cost sharing initiative, but that's hard to cover, so. And it was one of those things, if we have to figure out where, I can tell them we're going. We could do this, but it's all completely up to you guys, obviously.
I mean, if you're wanting to do it, I'll find somewhere, but I'll have to do some research.
How soon do they need to know?
I can tell them that if you guys want to do it and are good with it, I'll tell them, and then that will extend our ability on it. Otherwise, the 21,000, whatever I've got, I'll have to make some adjustments in the budget. That's why they did increase part of our budget to pay for that. And so we could take a large portion of that, probably, I don't remember what's in there. We could take 15,000 out of that and then find a place for the remainder.
But that's a yearly thing that you have in your budget, is to cover this.
A large part of it, yeah, but we just have to pay it up front.
But even if we
Yes.
pay it up front, you're still gonna have it in your
Right.
budget every year,
To
that
have
either
something.
either we need to reimburse if we're pulling it from someplace else, or need to put it in
Take part of it back.
let it
or
keep
whatever, yeah.
building, so the next time in 5 years, it's already sitting.
And so, yeah, I mean, that definitely is a possibility. Unfortunately, as you guys all know, technology is expensive, and so the little room of technology we have is only gonna stay expensive, so.
Your fund balance as of today is 280,000 for 12/22.
Well, it's something we gotta do, so, I would like to see us budget it where we do this every 5 years and save the 22,000.
Right. Yeah,
But every year, let's budget and put 20,000 away for it, and so then we don't ever have to
and
really
we're
worry
just
about it.
we're just at that 5-year point. I think when they did it, they initially did a 3-year.
It was
Yeah.
on 3 year to
And
start
so I
out.
don't even know where it got paid out of. So it just got paid, so, that's why it's just now coming up for our renewal, so.
I'm in favor, if we can figure out where to get it, if we can, then let's save the money.
For the 5-year one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The nice thing is I don't know how much it'll offset our budget, but the state has made more funds available for, quality assurance and training, and so that's hopefully less of a cost that we'll be seeking funds for and need. So I don't know how much that will offset, but there is a savings there with the state 911 board now funding. some of the other things that they typically didn't use to, so. Moving down the list, we've got our old sirens from, taking the other ones down. I thought maybe one at the camp in Pine Creek Camp was gonna want one, but I haven't heard back from them. I might follow up, but I can try to sell them, on Gov Deals, or we could scrap them, so. I don't know what the used siren market is. If you look on eBay and some of the places, they sell from anywhere from $100 to $1,500 a piece, but that's a long history of what they look like. And so, they're not really great yard art or anything, so, I just figured I'd ask and see if we could sell them and recoup something on them. I think it would be great. If not, they can become scrap, but I wanted to get permission.
Yeah, I agree, sell them.
Just an update on the brick grant, with us getting approved, we can apply or finish the application in July. And so that would be a big hunk of money that we will save down the road with technology and sirens. One of our sirens, well, the Ballard Fire Department siren decided to fail in the middle of the day, the other day, at least it wasn't at 3 AM, so. So somebody was able, that had familiarity with it, was able to shut it off before it burned itself up. So we'll figure out what's wrong with it, try to get it repaired.
Let's take a time out.
Yes.
We gotta make a motion on that
Oh,
last
I'm
deal.
sorry.
Yes, on the.
Make a motion to go with the 5-year contract with J&K Communications for servicing software and all of our updating, taking care of our radio systems for the county for $83,806.70.
Second that.
All in favor?
How much we get to the end of the list? One thing on training, I spoke with Todd Langley. He's an active shooter training expert. They developed a new system, working with the school, and I've got a variety of training funds that I'd like to put towards it. It gives us an unlimited amount of training time for us and the school if we share it. It also includes 2 tabletop exercises with that, which would typically be pretty expensive. The max amount on that will be $72.60 for a year.
Is this the thing that Scott Williams put on?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a wing of that. Todd helps him with those. And so, and beyond that, it would give us 2 tabletop exercises to do. One would be school-centered, and the other one may be for everybody involved in county government.
But you said that, because I talked to Scott about this is the same thing.
Same thing, yeah, probably.
We'll get a bunch of the county.
Yeah, it's unlimited access, unlimited hours, and so a 2-year agreement, you save quite a bit. It's 1,000 hours per year, I'm sorry. We get a 2-year license with a laptop. And it's called the Amazon AWS Access, so it's accessible by anybody at any platform. We don't have to necessarily have a computer in front of them, or a special laptop. So the max on that would be for 2 years would be $72.60. I have various training funds in all 3 accounts. When they apply for a grant with the foundation for part of it.
So you're talking about a computer, or you're talking about the going out to school and doing the whole
Either or.
simulation thing?
So that's kind of the beginning of it. And then this builds on that, and we, instead of just police officers, it would include management and, school administrators in a tabletop environment, so we get 2 of them additional. And so we bring those guys that do the active shooter hands-on stuff in and sit down with everybody, not just the people that are gonna go in. And so we would do the scenario from the top and not so much at the walking through the school type of a exercise.
Because you meet a certain group for the first day, and then the second day is the actual training.
Yeah,
But
and
it's
Todd is a big part of that. I think
it's
he's doing
establishing the hierarchy of who's gonna be in charge.
Yeah,
I'm all for that.
Todd's really well known for it. He's got quite the history with it. He's got quite the list of clients, and so sitting with him, and then 2 weeks ago, I think it's definitely worth it to give it a try. It would give the school access, it would give our responders access, and then it gives us those 2 tabletops, and typically for a tabletop exercise, we could spend anywhere from $3,000 to $15,000 or $20,000, depending on how elaborate you make it or what you wanna do with it, so. And that's his offering for us, he wants to work with us. There are a lot of other parts to it. We could do a full-scale simulation build of the courthouse or the school, but those would get to be really expensive because it's a lot of, it's about $15,000 per building, so. So, if you're okay to give me permission, I'll talk with Ben, he was gonna talk to the superintendent to see about what funding they have. And then, if not, we can draw back the lower amount, which is 47 or 5,700, depending on the Amazon, to use the program or to do the system, so.
For the, the maximum one, I guess, I just wanna have everybody very well trained. I don't ever wanna look back and go, wish we had.
No, that's that's completely his focus, is that it's here, we need to use it. If we do it, we have it, let's use it, and so, I think from Ben's point of view, it puts it in a different perspective, the teachers would have different type of access that they can use also, and then the same for us, so. But it would be law enforcement, fire, EMS, so that they all have a different avenue that they can be trained in, so, plus the 2 exercises. So,
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Then one last thing, I guess I'll hold off on the other. With the annex building on a whim, we've looked at obviously reframing and putting new metal up on the section that we did put a door in. So we'd have a walk-through door because we don't have a walk-through door. I'm kind of stuck in the middle. I want your guys' thoughts. For us to put new metal up and a door in, obviously we're gonna run into obviously cost. And so we would have got a quote on just putting an extra door up. And this one's Steve's. Just to do the door without the opener to fill the spot, it would be $57.60. To frame, put a door in and all that good stuff. Was the last section. It's movable, but not movable. Would have thrown us a couple $1,000 probably by the time we got all the material and paid somebody to do it, so.
Put a walk-in door in.
Well, the idea is to seal that last section because it's not really a door, but it's not really, it's all steel frame structure, so it doesn't really seal well. And so, I don't know if you wanna swing by and look at it.
Well, I gotta go over there after this is all done, so yeah, look at it.
That's fine.
You
Hey,
available?
Yeah, shoot me a text, I'll probably run to the office and take care of it. Yeah. So, and the idea is to try to get the building sealed up as much as possible, so everything in it. It's got several $100,000 worth of equipment in it easily and try to keep it in as best shape as we can. So.
Did you wanna have Andrea come up real quick?
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. Hey, Jason, do you wanna
Yeah.
start or?
So you probably see the email from Andrea about the endowment grant that the foundation's getting. Our big avenue that we're looking at is hopefully to apply, if it all goes well with fire chiefs and agencies on part of the grant to replace about $300,000 to $500,000 worth of radio equipment that's outdated and very aged. And in 2 to 3 years, it will be no longer usable. And so, part of that is hopefully to look at qualifying and applying for this grant. And so in the process of meeting with her, I thought I would have her come and just kind of briefly discuss the beginnings, because there's a lot of pieces to it, a lot of working parts to it. And so there may be other avenues that would benefit the county, not just in this situation. So I figured I'd have to come and give you.
Beth, do you want one? Beth already has one.
I'm good.
Okay. just a little bit, I'll try to make this very quick, a little bit of reference. So a couple of years ago, we did the quality of life. We went around, we had surveys, we went around, had meetings. And so from that, you can, the community really stepped up. And so we applied to Lilly and we received $750,000. And the best part of that is the fact that it can go through unrestricted granting process. But it's going to be very large. We have $600,000 to grant out to our community. And so we have 3 years to do this, and our 3 pillars are health and safety, recreation, and mental health. But with that, we want to make sure that our charitable projects and our nonprofits understand that the amount of money that's going to come in and go out for them. And so we're trying to make guidelines. It's going to be a digital process, and the request can be over $100,000. So it's hopefully to be impactful and help with some of our gaps in our community. So when I was chatting with Jason, we have office hours. We've had some office hours to come in and collect that information and ask questions right now, because we know that there's a lot of projects that are going on. They have their architectural plans, they've been doing fundraising, so they're probably good to go. But then there are some other projects that are probably just in those very infant stages, and so we want to give them time to collect that information and hopefully not maybe apply this year, but next year. So with Jason coming in and asking, our fire departments, we know there's radios and PPE, so the question was, should they come together as a county to ask for that request? Because the more you have, the bigger bang for your buck, and that's what we want to do with this granting opportunity. We've granted 3 radios to Oxford. We did PPE to Boswell, and I know Fowler's got a grant for PPE as well. We've done Earl Park over the years, so we just want to make an informative conversation with the commissioners, and that way, if there's questions or I need to come back in, but we want to make sure that our this process is that everybody understands the process, and if there is, we'll help them along the way, because we know technology, not everyone has that. We have an intern this year who is working in community, so she's going to be asking a lot of questions for nonprofits. Do you have balance? Do you have a balance sheet? What do you need? What do you need from us to help make that work for you? And also sustainability. We're really looking at sustainability. It's great to have a project, but how are you going to keep it in our community, such as parks, recreation, bathrooms, things like that. So that's.
Yeah, I just wanted for that aspect of that grant, that's probably the biggest cost outside of anything that we see.
Mhm.
It's gonna be, that will affect everybody, so
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see on the collaboration with the fire departments and
We know, I know you see them on a regular basis, so if we could kind of work together as a group to figure out our needs for our community, and then maybe,
No, we're gonna have to, that's what we're looking at, for all intents and purposes.
So.
Alright.
cool.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah, just an FYI, this year, and because the community has been so awesome with donations, this is the first year we are gonna grant out $200,000 in our unrestricted, so.
That's good.
Fantastic, thank you.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right.
Brian,
Yep.
you guys wanna come on? She's just gonna hide back there, is that what she's gonna do?
No, I'm just gonna listen for now.
Okay.
I'll say something if I need to.
Welcome. I guess what we were looking for was some clarification, that's why you're here today.
Whatever, yeah.
I guess. Provide what benefits your company does for us, what, saves us money for the county, which makes it beneficial to go your way versus doing it through our staff and our, assessor's office. So I'll turn the table over to you.
So basically, I provide reassessment services. I've been doing this for 35 years. I've been associated with Benton County for probably 10 or 12 years now, mostly as a role of consultant for special appeals or certain new builds at industrial, commercial, and training of the staff. So 2 years ago, she lost staff, needed to hire somebody else. And so I'm a consultant already. She said, can you do this? Sure. So we did a 2-year contract to get her through that. Basically what I provide is I do reassessment work. The current way that we do reassessments, it's a cyclical reassessment. The county's basically split up into 4 parts, and we visit every property once every 4 years, physical visit. So we update the records once a year physically. We do new construction, any permits, demolitions that are done in between. We do sales reviews. We're required to visit a property once it's sold to verify what sold to what's on the property. We're required to do that. Those are pretty much the things I do. Other
You
things,
come on site for each one of those then, as each home sells or each property sells?
typically,
You're on
typically you
site.
have to go on site. I mean, if it's a sale of vacant ground, sometimes we may not be. We're supposed to go on site to make sure what's sold is what's on the card. So that when we do the ratio study, we're not looking at, the assessment matches what was sold. Sometimes there'll be a house flip or whatever, and the sale will be a lot more than what's on the card, because we still have before they did the updates, so we have to verify, oh, this has been updated, so it matches, so it doesn't throw off our ratio study. So those are basically things that I do. Another thing that typically is done is a ratio study, but your assessor does that herself. You're very fortunate. That's an expensive process if you're paying someone else, but she does that all herself. If you're asking my opinion, how it's better for a county to contract out, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I'm not gonna
Well, that's why
say
we're
it.
having this
Yeah.
conversation today. Not to put
Sometimes
you on the
it's not.
spot, it's just,
Oh, no,
the three of
absolutely.
us are, well, we're a year into this, and this has all happened before we were the city board, so.
Right, and I'm not gonna say in every instance that it's better to contract out. If you've got plenty of staff and you have a place where there's a lot of people that are interested in doing the assessment, sometimes you can hire people. Being the rural area that you are, Kelly did do it herself for years and years, and you pretty much need 3.5 people to
How many
run this
people do
side
you
of an
have?
office. Pardon me?
How many people do you have?
How many people do I have? I have 3 employees at this point, but I'll be adding, because we're getting ready to start up another cycle.
I was just curious how you kept up,
Right,
your staffing.
yeah, I have 3 employees, but I
How
get
many
part-time.
counties do you work with?
This is 3. I do Miami County, Clinton County, and then Benton County. But Benton County before was consolidated, now it's doing the actual work. So she did it herself and it worked out really well. She had a residential and commercial person and herself. The biggest problem with only 2 people in the office, you can't really do all the work that's required and still run the office, because there's personal property, mobile homes, there is the data entry of all the information that I'm turning in. There's a lot of things that go into the office, and 2 people is pretty much bare minimum. You're doing all right. Now, there's counties that have lots of employees, which it wouldn't benefit them to contract out. But in your situation, the contract out kind of makes sense, because you don't have someone sitting in the office at times with nothing to do. Because if one person's out, one person's in, but if somebody's sick, they can't go out. So then they're gonna be sitting there backlog. So, and it also, to be able to do the commercial, industrial, and the valuation, you have to have a level 3. So if you do hire somebody, you're gonna have to send them to 5 IAAO classes, level 1, level 2 for the state of Indiana, then get them certified, and then they can go out and do it.
But you're level 3 now, aren't you?
You level 3?
Yeah.
But you
it
can't
does-
even either anything into the system unless you're a level 2. So
Right,
they
yeah,
at least,
at least.
the minimum that you would have to send them to those classes if you hired somebody else.
So, and also, my contract, if you do the research, I'm gonna be less than anybody around here that's paying vendors. And I think the last I checked, 85 to 90% of the counties use vendors. So it is a practice that a lot of the counties do. Hamilton County has their own, I started in Hamilton County 35 years ago as the chief deputy there, and then went to the private side, but they do their own, and some of the same guys are still there. It wouldn't make sense for them to contract out, but when you look at the cost of paying the salary, paying the insurance, paying all the things that goes, there's no way that the price of a contract is not gonna be a lot cheaper than having it.
What was the fee for you?
Pardon me?
What was the fee
The
gonna
fee?
be? How much?
I think it's $31,200 a year,
And the full contract was
24,
124 for
Yeah. 4 years.
4 years.
Yep, they're 4-year cycle, yep. So from everything I've seen, that value, there's no way you're gonna employ for that amount with insurance and like I said, salary and everything.
I guess what threw us off when we first read through it, it looked like we went from, what was that?
35 to
35 to 124, and it really didn't, in there, it didn't really, to me, it didn't show a breakdown that it was yearly. That's what threw us off. It looked like it had just increased that much for,
35.
or no, what's your original cut?
62.
62,
Right,
which
that
was
was
2
for 2
years.
years, right.
But it
Because
did,
we came
in that,
in the
it
middle.
did
Oh, I
break
got
down
you.
that it
Yeah.
showed that it was for multiple years.
Right.
So-
The last one was for 2 years, and this is for
It's for
4, and it's
4.
the exact same. I didn't change anything at all.
Yeah, it
It
just
just
didn't read
extended
that
it.
way.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not how it read out. That's what threw
Right.
us off.
Yep,
So-
yep, it's the same exact contract, same exact negotiation, just 4 years instead of 2 years.
Well, I guess we just get back to whether 2 people can run the office. If she did it before, what's different with computers and everything?
She never ran it with 2, she had 3.
No, she had 3 of them.
Yeah, that was the
So that's
problem.
when we got rid of one and
When I was a consultant, that was the problem is she always had 3, that when she lost an employee, she had me fill in and train the next person, and then she got a 3rd one, and then lost another one again, then Amy left, and she had to get somebody that had no experience, and she was like, man, there was no way she could keep up, and that's why she finally contracted the last time. And so to keep her, I mean, with Amy being trained and knowing what she's doing, and Kelly, those 2 in the office work perfect with the consultant, then you've got everything out in the field that's covered, and you have 2 people able to do the office, and it worked out really well. But yeah, with 3 people and the consultant, it was working fine, and mine was on an as-needed basis back when they had 3, and very rarely did I have anything that I was doing, but I offered training and special appeals, so it was few and far between, but 3 would be the absolute minimum. 3.5 is probably what's best for this office, so with 2 and a contract, it makes sense.
Yeah, after you explain things, I don't have a problem with it.
It does make it a lot clearer. I will agree with that. When we first looked at it. What's your thoughts, Commissioner Gibb?
is that the best price you can give us?
That's, that's absolutely the lowest, I mean,
He didn't bring Kona Ice tickets.
I didn't.
I'll give you a cone of ice if you drop it $1,000.
I think the closest to me is $17 a parcel, and I'm about $14 a parcel. And that's for White County, who does minimum work in White County for a different company, but that's probably the closest to the price that I have.
So with you out doing that, your employees are doing all of that.
Mhm.
Do we need 2 people in this office then to?
It would be really hard not to have 2 people in the office. I don't know anywhere in the state that has less than 2 people.
Well, we have to have 2 people in there anyway.
I don't
She
know
has to
anyway
have
how
first
you could
You
go
have to have
without
a
2
first
people.
deputy, there's
Yeah.
no getting around that. Not that we were looking to eliminate you.
No, I'm just asking questions.
And I do most of the work here myself. I don't
There's a
even
lot
have
of
an
times
employee
that
come
we
in.
don't have 2 people in there.
Yeah, you're correct.
what did you say?
I said there's a lot of times there's not 2 people that in the office.
Well.
Anyway, It's up to you guys, if you guys feel it's alright.
Well, it's cheaper than hiring another person, so I'm good with
You
it.
get down to that part, it is.
I guess as long as everything's getting done what we're paying for.
Are you happy with them?
Yep.
That was pretty solid.
You could shoot, wanna say something?
Let us,
No, I'm not saying anything.
hmm?
Okay, go ahead.
Let us, I'm not saying that we're not gonna go with you, but I'm gonna tell you what, until Kelly gets back from vacation, we wanna have one more conversation with her and then we'll make our final decision.
If you have any questions in the interim, feel free to reach out.
Okay,
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
thank you, I do appreciate taking the time, it gave us clarification on things that we didn't have before, so.
Good.
Gives us a better understanding what direction we need to go. Alright, thank you guys,
Have a good day.
you too.
I want you to use it.
Alright, let's get the claims done so we can get, fine.
Make a motion to approve minutes.
Second. All in favor?
Motion to approve payroll.
Second.
Payroll.
Make a motion to approve payroll.
Second.
And I have pay apps 9 and 10 for the water project.
So where are we at on it?
We should be nearing the
It
end.
should be, I know Emily said June, they should be finished in June, but I don't know how many pay apps are left. I can reach out to her and ask her. But I know June 2026 is when they said they should be finished.
And this one's for,
It should be in the top left side. What are you looking for?
what the payout is.
Oh. The totals are on the right, right?
That's the complete total.
Right there, I think. It should
That
be
one.
that, yeah,
Okay, so 199, 620, 32.
yeah.
And then 319, 930, 44.
I'll double check the email, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'll make a motion to accept those payouts.
Second.
All in favor?
No, those aren't right. Not that much.
I just say, to me, it looks like we're from our original.
So her email says that it's pay app 9 and 10 together, the amount going to Atlas is 76,502, and then for the retainer to Centier Bank is 4,026.
Well, that's a lot of the numbers on here. Well, then they're gonna have to, I'm gonna cross this out. Or just white it out, but those numbers don't jive.
Well, I'll have to ask her then, because I don't know.
Just ask her during drainage board and then we can still take care of it.
Okay, that works. You're gonna close, that's all I have.
Make a motion to close the meeting at 9:49 so we can move to, drainage.
You're in drainage? Ready?
Good.
What's up, Dave?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Just drinks your house tonight? Drinks at your house?
Something we don't know?
How are you, Sam?
Good, how are you?
Living the dream.
I do.
That's just my.
Well, yeah.
Good, anyway. Text me when you're
We
done,
still don't have,
one of you,
the greatest cell coverage.
What?
to come back,
It's gotten better.
unless you don't want
Gotten
to.
better.
Motion to open drainage meeting?
Good.
Dave?
Second.
Doing well, thank you.
Good. Well, you're here.
Yes.
Good, should be.
David, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Ray, how are you?
Motion to approve the May 7th meeting minutes?
Second that.
Did you go talk to that guy, Phil, that Gillen thing?
I did.
What was his problem?
I don't know if it's necessarily a problem. I met with him and Rick Neer both. So on the Goose Creek part of it, where it came through Rick Neer's property, there was a tile that come out on the east side of, or the west side of the, I don't know that it's even a railroad car, but it's like a steel car, tank. And when they went through and done that tile never got put back in. It just got covered up.
Really?
So we need to go back down there and get that opened up, because what it's doing now is that
Eating it
water's
out.
and coming around and eating everything out. So that needs to be done. And then somebody came from over on the Gillen, somebody came from the west from, that'd be 100, no. Is that one? That's two west or three west, to the west of Boswell. They dipped that coming back to the east into the Gillen, but the Gillen actually looks like it needs to just be cleaned out. It's all silted in and it's shoving water back and swirling right there at the railroad viaduct. So basically, if we just went through there, cause it's not draining
Just
good.
needs touched
It
up.
does, yeah, it just needs dipped out, because it's not draining properly. Like Uncle Steve used to keep his section dipped out himself.
Mhm.
Well, he's been gone now, and that's all starting to fill in right there too. My other question is, you guys brought that tile in to drain that north side of town that comes in from the east on the north side of those railroad tracks. All that's grown up in trees. Is there a maintenance on that or anything?
Yeah,
Okay, everything else is clear, no trees, no
well, that
nothing.
tile's on the south side of the railroad track.
The tile's on the south side?
Yeah,
Okay, what?
that big tile that we put in,
Is
like
on,
at 24,
and it dumps in,
right there by the railroad.
I have to go back down there and look at it. Okay, he thought it was on the north side of it where that ditch comes along the rail bed.
Well, there's maintenance on it, whatever needs to be.
Okay, everything else is clear, but going back to the east on the north side of the rail bed and that ditch, it's all grown up right through there.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, I can have Jeff spray them, then we can,
okay.
have them cleaned out.
I mean, the whole rest of the ditch looks good, other than just, it's all silted in and holding that water back.
I'll have him go down there and look at it.
Okay.
And take care of whatever.
And I told him
needs sprayed.
I told him it'd be fall before we did any dipping at all, if we bring anybody in, cause
Yeah.
the crops going in, we're not gonna mess, and he was fine with it. They were super nice guys to speak with, so. But yeah, nothing really major. We do need to get somebody down there on that, figure out where that tile is on Nears though, and get that opened back up, cause it's washing both sides out pretty good, so.
It needs a tile in there.
He said there was a tile there
Before.
before, and when they come through and cleaned all that, they covered it up. They didn't put or fix it and put the new extension on it and everything to dump in it. They just carried it and then went on.
Okay.
So that was before us, so
Who did that, Mark?
I don't know.
Rod Green.
That's best. Okay. Yeah. Randy?
Hey guys, very quick.
report on the seniors drain. I did an inspection the last couple of days, and, first off, Nick has submitted, 2 claims, and there's still a little money remaining, and we'll know when we finish up, the project. I'd say that the two laterals that he's doing, probably about 80% done. I gotta get some unit pricing from him. On his bid, he just give a total unit, or a total bid, so I've gotta get it with him, so that as we add, anything, that I'll know, what it's supposed to be. Dwinger, he submitted, 3 claims, 2 of them have been paid, he just submitted one yesterday. He still has some balance left. All of that's depending upon how much more riprap, or it looks like all the pipe extensions have been completed. And I sent yesterday, last night, I sent both of them individually a punch list of things that I'd like to see him do. And so, and I asked him to give me a time frame and also a progression report as they make those changes. The contract was basically for the 180 days. It's going to come up pretty quick. However, there's weather allowances for it.
Right.
Both of them said, "Hey, Randy, we're gonna have a problem." I said, "No, we're not gonna have a problem. You got weather and delays, and it's been wet." And
well, we stated in the meeting to both contractors as well that we wanted them out of everybody's way for spring planting, and they could come back in the fall.
Yeah, and that's one thing I was going to tell you is that there's a lot of spoils put up along the bank, and they're sitting there waiting to dry out. Some has been spread, some hadn't, and the farmers have went right up to the spoils. So we'd have to either wait till the fall, which is what I would recommend,
Right.
or spread them now. And if you do, then you got to argue with them about damages, and it always kind of upsets me when they know there's going to be a project, and yet they plan all the way up there, and there's damages even so. So it's best just to wait, let the spoils dry out, and we can spread them and do a better job. So I'll alert them of that. Other than that, that was just a quick update that, they're on top of it. They're doing pretty good. We just gotta wait for the spoils now. We're gonna have to try to figure out, if they try to make a final claim, we would wanna make sure that we have some kind of document that says, yeah, I'm submitting my final claim, but I'm also obligated to do a final grading and spread those spoils out.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Yeah, we just need some kind of a written thing or anything on paper or something that says, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So, other than that, I just wanted to let you guys know that's where we're at, so.
All right, thank you.
All right, one other thing too, you know how we try to use concrete? We had that concrete and we used it to put on the banks. It's good in a lot of places, and other places the chunks are so big that I'm worried about the soils getting in there and wiping it out. And so one of the places, or a couple of places, I said, hey guys, I think we need to spend some more time putting more concrete in there, or maybe even augment it with some riprap or something to fill in the holes, because you got a gap here, and then so it's just going to work its way and undermine it. So maybe next time we use that concrete, which I got no problem with that, is if maybe
Could we grout what they've already done?
I'm sorry?
Could we grout it, what they've already done?
Well, I think you probably fill it, you could, yeah, slurry mix kind of thing, and grout it, yeah, we call it slurry mix. We could do that, or fill it in with some smaller stone or something. So I'm gonna work with them on that. We just wanna fill in the spaces. And the next thing, I think, time we do that, I'm gonna specify the size of the concrete. I mean, we got some slabs, big slabs, and that, if you don't have it really covered well, then you could erode underneath there. So I'll say next time, I don't know how much concrete you guys have in your storage, but it shouldn't be any bigger than about that. I mean, normal riprap's about like that, but if it gets any bigger than that, then, you gotta cover a lot. So we'll, next time we use that concrete, that's what we'll try to do, specify is the size, have it broken down a little bit more. So, other than that, it's come along really good.
I bet the farmers are really happy because it's gonna drain down. I mean, there's a lot of material that was taken out of there. So it's coming along pretty good. Like I said, a long time ago, it's probably one of the worst ditches I ever saw. Well, in this county. I've seen some pretty bad ones, but, okay, well, thanks, guys. Got any questions for me while I'm here? None? Good.
I think so.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Randy.
See you guys.
Anything else? Motion to close the meeting.
Second.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you guys, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
You forgot your ice tickets.
Those are,
Huh?
those were there.
You should have a,
Yeah, they're yours now.
go get some Cool Ice.
I'll take one. In case anybody else wants one.
Okay. We didn't have, yeah, we were done with the initial meeting. Okay. Andrea, did you have something else for us?
No, I just wanted to take it all in today.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. We're gonna be moving into an executive session,
Okay.
so,
No worries.
not to say that get out, but we.
Get out.
The word that you're looking for is get.
That's not what I mean by any.
Just a side note too, I forgot to say, the fire departments, and we know the marshal and the towns, if we could put those all together as well.
So I have the breakdowns for each fire department, each one of our government entities. It's extensive. I mean, we're looking at just shy of, we have 2 bids and 2 quotes. And the one of them, you're looking right at $430,000 to equip everything.
Right.
So yeah, this is gonna be a big deal.
Made back to work finally.
So loop us in, and it would be nice if, bring everybody together to the table, which I think that's hard to do.
When?
I'm happy to.
That conference.
Yeah, we
I
definitely, we wanna be able to work together on this so we can.
Absolutely.
And no, I didn't.
Cause a lot of the fundings that, on the fire departments that,
There's no funding there, that's why several years ago we talked about BP,
Yeah.
there's 10, we
for
were.
them to take that hit, there's no way they're gonna be able to.
Especially also the Earl Park, those little
Take a
guys,
break.
Boswell,
Okay.
those little.
Have one
those
for
little
me too.
ones.
Right, up, Sean.
All of it's hard, but so.
Living the dream.
Absolutely, so, alright, thanks guys.
Thank you,
Yeah.
have a great day.
Yeah, see you guys,
See ya.
see you Beth.
Oh, yeah, I need to, don't I?
Yeah.
You wait by to it first?
Bye, Kenny.
How are you, Brian?
Good, how's John?
Good.